today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Now Burrow on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Touchdown Bengals. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey. Pass to 60. Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Boyd. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
The Colts had 1-7 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Colts are going to have a first.
On the draw is Taylor. He's got it to the 43 here.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
He's got room at the 30.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
70 Ranger.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
11.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
60
Back to throw now on first down.
Quick slant here to Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
18 Broncos. 19 White.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60.
He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from the 20.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here we go. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Burrow's throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Williams will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
10 to 11.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Burrow. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw the first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
19. Check it.
Now back to throw. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Ranger. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Buffalo 18.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he is going to have a Colts first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
65.
Back to throw again. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off,
and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
This taken in at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly fit.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw here.
Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
2nd and 4. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for a Colts.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down by the the Bengal pressure.
Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
18.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Light. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
11 mighty.
Williams going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Williams again.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Javonte Williams.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That's all 80.
That's good for a Colts.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
11.
To throw again on second down.
Burrow.
And he finds Montgomery complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Complete to Cole Kmet. A gain of 7.
12.
Now Burrow on first down. Going right side, he finds Slayton.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 12.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
Touchdown Bengals.
Javonte Williams.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Colts 6.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. He could only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he stopped immediately there.
Okay, ready.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hurry, hurry.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Room here to run. The 20. 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll try and throw for him. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Here we go. Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the check.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Bengals drive about to get going. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now they've gone final now in Charlotte, and the Falcons sort of opening things up there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
11. 11. Hey, you gotta go score.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Thomas.
They'll run it with Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bengals 63.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how